Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of A Tribe Called, the show that is dedicated to creativity, connection, and community. Here is where we highlight the importance of building connections while growing your business. I love to highlight exceptional people doing extraordinary things for the greater good in the community, for business owners, for entrepreneurs, for women, for mothers, for whomever that is just someone that is doing something that makes life a little more great for other people. Those are the people I love to highlight. I am your host, Sharita Niles, founder and CEO of In Connection Strategies, which is a creative solutions agency that assists business owners with establishing, maintaining, and cultivating professional relationships. I am also the founder of A Tribe Called, which is a show that we dedicate to the people. You can also call me the Business Challenge Assassin. Who is the Business Challenge Assassin? Well, I use my powers to show you how building solid professional relationships is the answer to all of your business issues. Stay tuned for insight on things that I have encountered as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a mom in life, in meeting people and building connections, as well as I share my triumphs and my trials with you. So maybe it will help you just a little bit better in your everyday dealings. If you are not one of my amazing followers, I would love for you to be subscribed to this channel, either on YouTube, on Spotify, or on Anchor FM. As a matter of fact, take a second right now and hit those buttons because you want to know when the new stuff is released before everybody else. That's the beauty of being a subscriber, and sometimes there might be some little extra in there for you. You can also follow me on social media, which is IG and Facebook at in.connectionstrategies. That is all one word. We also have a tribe Facebook group, which is same name as this show, A Tribe Called. Don't forget the exclamation point because that's very important, or you'll end up in somebody else's tribe. So if you want to be with us, use the exclamation point because we make big statements over here. All right. And last but not least, I am also on LinkedIn as SC Niles in connections strategies. I know it's long, but you'll find it. You put in SC Niles, you'll probably find me anyway. But the easiest thing is go to my website, www.in-connection-strategies.com, and you can get links to all of those things. Makes it a lot easier for you, and you can see some of the things that I'm doing, what I have going on, what I'm into, what the new project is, all of those great things. You can also subscribe to the website, which keeps you in the know. So again, welcome. I'm glad you are here today. Today, the guest is me. You get to hear me talk because I've been on vacation and my mind is clear and this is what I want to do. Now, I have some really what I feel is important things to share while on vacation because, again, I am an advocate of self-care. I am an advocate of getting rest. I am an advocate of taking care of yourself because if you cannot take care of you, then you absolutely cannot take care of anybody else efficiently or effectively. So if you are not taking part in some level of self-care, and I'm not just saying go to the spa, getting your nails done, or going to play basketball, or I'm saying actually getting rest, unplugging, getting some respite, which is taking your mind off of business for a bit, taking your mind off of family. I've had the last 5 days to only be concerned with me. And let me tell you, that's a real vacation. It's a real thing. It's been so great. So great. I'm not ready to give it up yet, but hey, life calls, duty calls, as they say. So today I wanted to talk a bit about going after what you want. So this is Monday. I'm going to call this Manifest Monday. And to manifest means that you attach action and words with the things that you want to bring to life. And I've been thinking a lot about this because, vacation does that for you. It gives you the opportunity to think, even when we try not to do business. When you are an entrepreneur, you don't ever really stop thinking about business, but you can think about it in a different way. You get a lot more clarity when you take some time to rest and just kind of like walk away. And so that's what I've done. But some things that I have encountered while on vacation had me thinking about business, building connections, about how we maneuver on the day to day, or at least how I do. So, um, I was thinking about some projects that I'm working on, and I was reminded of a situation. Recently, I was at a restaurant. It happened to be a hibachi restaurant. I wanted something to eat. I didn't want to wait a long time, so I didn't do all the tricks, and I just sat at a regular table. And of course, they ask you for your order and what you want as a beverage. And initially, the beverage that I wanted, um, I looked on the menu and I didn't see it. And for whatever reason, I never really asked the lady if they had it, and it was carbonated water. So right now, I have not been really drinking sugary drinks because I'm just trying to get my body together. It's a personal choice. I am not on any type of diet because I love food, but I just eat food in a different way. So I wanted carbonated water, but I didn't see it and I didn't ask about it. So I went to the next thing, which was I didn't want to drink regular water because sometimes I go to restaurants and the water just tastes bad. So I said, okay, well, just give me a Sprite. And she took my order. She came back with the Sprite. And here I'm ready to drink this Sprite. I pull the glass closer to me. I take a sip and there's no sweetness. I'm prepared for it to be strong and very sweet. So I was like geared up. I was prepared for it, but it wasn't. When I took a drink, actually what I had was carbonated water. There was no sweetness, which is what happens when they run out of the sweet stuff in the fountain drinks or whatever. You end up with carbonated water. So initially, I was a little bit aggravated by it. Like, it made me feel some type of way. But then I had to check myself, like, why are you upset when this is actually what you wanted in the first place? You wanted carbonated water. You settled for Sprite. And then when you got carbonated water, you're upset. So I kind of chuckled at myself while I was sitting there because all of these thoughts happened in like a matter of minutes. And I'm just like, okay, well, what made me feel upset about that when I actually got what I wanted? And I think the thing is that as humans, as a person who is always, trying to fight my control issues, we want to control the outcome as well as the process. And we don't get the opportunity to decide what happens and how it happens. That's not up to us. What's up to us is going after what it is that we want. We're going to manifest that thing. We're going to bring it to life, but we don't get to determine how that journey looks along the way. And I think that's why I was upset, because I wanted it, but then because I really ordered something else and I expected it to be something else, I wanted to be upset. And then I sat there contemplating if I was going to tell this lady, hey, this is not what I ordered. But I was like, but you don't even want the sugar anyway. So why would you go and tell her that when you don't want the sugar in the first place? So I said all that to say, know what you desire, be prepared for it to come, but it may not be the way that you imagine it every time. And guess what? That's okay. As long as you get to the outcome, that's what matters. Because sometimes along the way, there is a message, a lesson, or something great in the journey in getting there. And we can miss that when we let our emotions, we get caught up in our emotions because it's not the way that we thought it should be, or it's not the way that we wanted it to be. You don't get that opportunity. So continue to strategically chase after your dreams. Be intentional with your words and your actions. Share what is necessary with others. They just may know how to help. But don't get discouraged over the process. Because if you get discouraged over the process, you forget what the ultimate goal is in the first place. We can choose the place, but not the journey. In other words, don't sweat the small shit, y'all. Like, I was about to ruin my whole lunch over getting what I really wanted. Now, that does not sound like the craziest thing ever. It is. So I wanted to give a few tips on how to manifest what you want, but also do it in a way that puts you in a place where you can accept the journey. So number one is be grateful. Be grateful for everything that the day offers you each and every day. So I wake up every day and I pray. And when I pray, I am always thankful for what this day has to offer me, whether good or bad. I don't even say that. I just say I'm grateful for what this day has to offer me. I am grateful for every person that I encounter, either a person that I am supposed to pour into or they are supposed to pour into me. I'm grateful for every door, whether it's open or closed, because if it's a closed door, I know that there is another open door on the way. So I am grateful for everything that presents in the day, regardless to what it is, because I know that there is some type of lesson, there is a message, there is something in it that is going to bring growth to me. So be grateful for what it is. And it shifts my mindset from what I can control and what I can't control. I'm sorry, from what I can't control to what I can control. I can control how I feel about it. I can control, how I view it, but I can't control what happens within the day. So that's just a reminder to me to, hey, you're not in control. That's really all it is. And I take time to reflect. So like I did with that situation, I had some time to think, and I actually thought about it over the last couple of days. Like, why, what is it about this? What changed? What made me feel like that? And then how can I be sure that I don't continue to do that, because I might miss something? And for me, all I really got was carbonated water. I didn't talk to anybody there. It was pretty crowded and I was kind of in a rush. But the fact of the matter is I got what I wanted. And I can't control how it happened. And I could have not gotten what I wanted. I could have got something that I didn't really want in the first place, which would have made me feel blah for the day. So I'm grateful for it. And I had that time to reflect. Like, just think if you had let your emotions get out of control and you had, not that I was going to go off on the person because of a beverage, but sending it back and then them bringing something else. And then I still wasn't going to be satisfied. Like, I saved myself a whole lot of energy from that because it was what I wanted in the first place. Number two is you got to talk to people. Although I've been on vacation, I have had the opportunity to talk to several new people in a new place and meet them and just talk about, what it is that I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish, listening to what it is that they're trying to accomplish, seeing where those things might go well together. And yes, I made some great connections just on vacation, not even working. I didn't even really bring business cards on purpose. Now I still have a digital business card, but I purposely didn't because I didn't want to get caught up into a lot of business stuff. But I was able to make connections. So I say talk about it. And a lot of times when I tell people to talk about their dreams or their ideas or what it is that they want to accomplish, they come back and say, well, I don't want anybody to steal it. Well, here's the thing. No one can steal you from you. Whatever it is you set out to do, I hope that you are putting your authenticity into it, your personality. Nobody can take that away. Maybe they're going to attempt to do something or something similar to what it is that you have an idea for, and that's okay. Let them. Here's the thing. Go down the bread aisle in your local grocery store. I guarantee you there are at least 25 brands of sliced bread that people do the exact same thing with. They make sandwiches. Now, some of them have different personalities, like seeded bread, like wheat bread, like rye bread, like marble bread, whatever the case may be, but they're still bread. They still meet the same need. You can make a sandwich. It goes along with something else that you're eating. It still has the same purpose. Yet those brands don't ever stop baking just because another brand comes along and puts their bread in the same aisle with them. No, they don't even care. They're not concerned with that. Their concern is making their bread in the way that they make their bread for the people who like their bread. So I'm saying to you, talk about your dream and then make it happen for the people that are called to follow you for that dream. Nobody can take that away from you. Doesn't matter how many people. I mean, there's so many people doing so many of the same things. I went into a flea market and everybody was selling shoes, purses, sunglasses, and t-shirts. Everybody was selling either all of them or one of them or some of them. But that doesn't make them close their booth. So obviously they're making some level of money and there's something about their stuff out. And here's the other thing. Most of them had the exact same thing because I didn't find any new sunglasses. If you know me, you know I love sunglasses and I like stuff that's different. They all had the same stuff and they were all styles of sunglasses that I probably already have or I'm not interested in. But their booths are still open. They're not walking away saying, oh, everybody's doing the same thing. So don't let that stop you either. Just because you think that someone can steal it or might be thinking about it doesn't mean they can do it in your way. Doesn't even mean that they're going to be successful because it might not be something that's for them. No one can take away from you what is for you. So go after it. Number 3. If you know me, you've ever listened to me, you know this is my soapbox. Be authentic in everything you do. 1% of the time. Always be authentic in your approach to everything you do. Listen, I am the cutest, most awkward weirdo you will ever meet in your life. Now, there are some people out there, let me give y'all the disclaimer. I like being a weirdo. I like being awkward. You know why? Because I was born this way and I have been this way my whole life. And there was a time in this life when I was not proud of that. So if you are offended by that statement, it's probably because a little bit of that is in you. And that's okay. You can be offended. You don't have to be offended on my behalf, though, because I said it about me and I'm proud of it. I'm okay with it. I like being awkward. I like being weird. If you know me personally, you know I call myself weird all the time. And you know what? It's because it makes me stand out. I'm good with it. I know that that's me. I know that there may be a time that I approach somebody and I say something just in the most craziest way ever, because sometimes I want shock value. I like to see how people react to things that are just a little bit different than what is the norm. That's not always. In a business sense, sometimes I flutter over words or I stutter. I can't really get the thought out that I want. And you know what? It just happens. Here's the thing. I am not aware of anyone to stop talking to me because I'm a little bit awkward and a little bit weird. People still call me for advice. They call for my insight. They come to me. They are still drawn to me. There are people who are just like me, just awkward, a little different, that are always drawn to me. I don't know of anyone that stopped. If they are, they weren't brave enough to tell me. And honestly, I don't care. That means that they weren't for me. So why would I stop being me? Do you understand how difficult it is to put on the skin of somebody else, meaning not the literal skin, but to be someone that's not you? Those are people who deal with a lot of stress and anxiety because it's heavy to carry something that's not yours. When you are yourself, you are free. We talk about freedom in so many things, but freedom to be yourself is one of the most freeing things ever. Be who you are because that is what is going to push your business forward. That's what's going to draw people to you. You may have in mind a certain type of person that is supposed to be your customer, and maybe it is, and maybe it's not, but they're looking for you. Whoever your customer is definitely looking for the authentic you. That's why they're drawn to you. They get a little bit of it, and then sometimes you change up. Maybe you don't. But if you do, if that's what you're doing, it's not what they're looking for. They are coming for the person that is like them, that helps to keep them encouraged, that is giving them insight. So just be who you are or don't. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just here to give advice. I'm just here to really talk because this is my show and I can say that. So I'm saying to you, I'm going to be myself. And if I am not for you, okay. That means you're not my person. You're not part of my people. You're not part of my tribe. But trust me, I got a tribe of people. I have people. There's people who they may not even hit subscribe. They may not hit like on something, but they're paying attention. I've had people walk up to me and say, I really like your stuff. I like the stuff that you say. And I don't even know who they are. I don't even know that they are paying attention. Some of them I know who they are. And I'm like, oh, you pay attention? Never see you say anything. But you know what? That's their choice. They don't have to. That's the beauty of it, is that people don't have to do what you want them to do. They just have to be them. And you just have to be you. So I say to you, be yourself in everything you do. By being myself, I encourage other people to be themselves. Now, I encourage them to be who they are. They don't have to be like me. I don't ask them to be like me. Just be yourself, because I am drawn to authentic people, no matter who they are and what it is that they do. They can be very different from me, but I can see when they are being authentic, and that draws me to them, because real people can always spot a fake. Remember that. So those are my 3 tips. So before this Manifest Monday gets away from you, I suggest you go out and get to getting on your dreams and your ideas. Start talking, start manifesting, start putting some action into place, and most definitely be authentic. And be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what is to come. Be grateful for the moments ahead of you. Be grateful for the people that you meet, because gratitude helps to switch our mindsets. And that's how we get to where it is that we want to get. So again, if you're listening to this today, Monday ain't over, you still got time. But if by chance you're listening on any other day, the rules still apply. Doesn't matter. Go get it. Go after it. Go do something. Move it forward. Normally it's Move Forward Monday, but I don't know. Today just Manifest Monday came and I liked it. So we're going to go with it. So manifest, move forward, get it done. All right. That's it. That's all, folks. That's what we got today. Tune in next Monday for another new episode of A Tribe Called. If you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe on Spotify, on YouTube, on Anchor FM. Get into my social medias. You want to shoot me a DM, you can put a message below any of these shows. Give me your feedback. I love feedback. I don't know how to improve or what to, if there's something that people want me to specifically talk about, or you have a question, or you just want to tell me you don't like that I'm awkward, or you didn't like that I said that. I don't care. Tell me whatever it is. I love to get feedback. I like to interact with people because I'm all about connections. Hey, your opinion might help us to build a connection with one another. But in the meantime, tune in next week. I might have a special guest. I might have something else for you. Until next time, to greatness and beyond. Have a absolutely great day.